We got to talk about the man of the meet. He followed up yesterday's crazy 9-8-3 first round with back-to-back 9-7s. Fred Kerley, he is the world's favorite. I mean, you can't deny it now. You run back-to-back 9-7s in 90 minutes apart, you're the world favorite. So let's talk about how it played out. First, we'll talk about the semifinals. Semifinal one was definitely an easier semifinal than semifinal two, because semifinal two, which we'll talk about, had all the big guns. But Fred Kerley was in semifinal one, so there still was that. And Eli Hall Thompson and Kyrie King, only ones to come out of semifinal one, with Kerley running 9-7-6. And when we saw 9-7-6 in the semis, we're like, all right, he runs 983 yesterday. He's now running 976 day two in the semis. He may be flirting with a 9-6 potentially in these finals. Look good, look clean. He just ran her off the track, and then between the semis and the finals, he's walking through the mix zone, all business. I say, hey, what are we going to see in the final? Just completely ignores you and just focusing, because he wasn't done. The day wasn't over for him. He was all focused going into that final. Meanwhile, in the second heat, we were thinking, okay, now Fred Kerley, he's going to run away with this. Like, there's no one who's going to be running 9-7s today except for Kerley. But in heat two, we had like 3 false starts or like step ups. It took 4 starts for them to get this race together. So you're thinking you're going to get like a 9-9, but no, Trayvon Bromell, whose lifetime PB is 976, runs 981. Marvin Bracey runs well in his semifinal. So now you're thinking, uh-oh. You got Kerley running 976. You got Bromell running 981. Marvin Bracey running 9.8. Coleman's running 9.8. Coleman's PB is 9.76. Bromell's PB is 9.76. Fred Kerley's PB is now 9.76. We're going to have an incredible 100-meter final. Trayvon Bromell asked him after his semifinal, what can we see in the final? And he said, showtime, baby. So he said showtime, baby. So I'm like, all right, we're getting showtime. We got Kerley, all business. You got Bracey in the mix. Coleman, the defending world champion, is there. Williams, the collegiate, still in the mix. I'm getting really excited for this final. 90 minutes go by, and then we had the final. And Fred Kerley found a way to make 977 disappointing. That's how good he is. He found a way to make 977 a mark that is rarely, I can't say that word correctly, rarely run in the world year in and year out. He made it look like it was, an average performance. He's turning 9.7s into average performances. That's how crazy he's raised his ceiling and his floor. And I was thinking we were going to get a 9.6. Maybe that's why I kind of felt like, oh, we could have the 9.6. But I do think we now are setting ourselves up to potentially get a 9.6 3 weeks from now in the World Championships. Kerley, after his race, first of all, it took like 45 minutes for the women's 100-meter champions and the men's 100-meter champions to come through the mix zone. But once Kerley came in the mix zone, spent some time talking about what he was doing between the two races. How do you put your legs through back-to-back 9.7s? Like, that's not normal. It's not normal to run back-to-back 9.7. So we're talking a little about how he was able to handle back-to-back incredible performances. Trying to ask him a little bit about, all right, man, like now you're running these back-to-back PBs. What are we going to see in this World Championship 3 weeks from now? Because USA titles are cool and all, but at the end of the day, the last thing people are going to remember is what you do at the Global Championships. Because remember, Trayvon Bromell, he won USA's last year, but then Fred Kerley was the one getting a medal, and ultimately Lamont Jacobs winning gold. So these victories and these performances are great stepping blocks, but Kerley, Bromell, Bracey, Coleman, they're thinking the last thing that's going to matter really is what happens back in Eugene 3 weeks from now. So back to Kerley. He mentioned we're trying to get him to say, like, hey man, what are you gonna run? Like, you're just like running out of your mind right now. Like, what's the end goal? And we try to, like, is it a world record? Is it an American record? And he would say it's something special. And so we're like, what is special? Special could be anything. That could be an order at a restaurant. I'll have the special. What is the special in Fred Kerley's eyes? And we try to get we try to, like, say, is a special American record? Is a special world record? I think it's an American record. I think it's just a record in general, whether it's a world or American. I do think he is eyeing 3 weeks from now to run in the 9.6s, which is going to be incredible. Again, it's crazy. Fred Kerley was running the 400 like pre-pandemic, and now he is the best 100-meter runner in the world. And Bromell ran well. He didn't run as well in the final. Bromell, post-race, was saying he thought he could run 9.6. He thinks he's capable of 9.6, which is great because I'll push Kerley to go towards the 9.6. Bracy ran incredible, got second in the race after last year where he didn't even, wasn't able to complete the final at USA Trials because of the injury. Comes back, runs 9.8, looking good. We have a really good team. You got Kerley, you got Bromell, you got Bracy, and then you got Coleman, who has the bye. Coleman chose not to run the final, which I kind of understand. I mean, he ran 9.8, got third in his heat behind Bracy and Bromell. He wasn't going to beat Kerley. So what you really going to get from, finishing top 4 in this U.S. final? So as much as it would have been great to see Coleman run against Kerley, Bromell, we're going to have to wait, 3 weeks before we actually see the potential of peak Coleman. But outside of that, it would have been great to have Coleman there. But outside of that, it was an incredible final. Again, Kerley is raising his floor, raising his ceiling, turning 9.7s into normalcy because you're doing it back-to-back in 90-minute span. And I can't wait to see what they do. And then now this. Well, maybe I'll talk about it later. I'm going to save it because I'm going to talk about what the US 4x1 scene is going to be like. Because we try to get a little info from Marvin about what he thinks about the 4x1. He said, what are you going to do differently? He's like, we're going to practice, which I'll talk about later in the pod. Eli Hall, big shout out to him. For those who don't know, Eli Hall, Houston alum, basically ran majority of his career with Cameron Burrell. As you know, Cameron Burrell passed away, I think maybe over a year ago now. Really hit Elijah Hall hard, and Hall found a way to have an incredible season. PBs, runs 9.90 in the U.S. final, gets 5th, which is enough for him to be in the relay pool. So it's a pretty cool story for Elijah Hall to, overcome what I can imagine is probably the hardest and craziest thing to deal with, losing one of your best friends. And he's able to put that all together into a 9.90 and make the relay pool and represent Team USA. So that's the men's 100. Incredible. I'll talk when Kevin gets here. I'll ask him his take of what he thinks we're going to see. But I think the pecking order now is Kerley 1. Then there's a gap. And then I would say Bromell and Coleman, Bracy are kind of like together. But we might have some Jamaicans enter the chat because we'll talk about that. The Jamaicans ran pretty well out in Kingston.